Jai Sri Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, prayers by Queen Kunti and Parīkṣit is said. Here in the verse 36, Queen Kunti addressing to Lord Sri Krishna that, O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant and repeat your transcendental activities or take pleasure in others doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. So here it is mentioned श्रुवन्ति गायन्ति गुणन्ते वीर्यसः स्मरन्ति नन्दन्ति तवेहितं जनाः त एव पश्यन्ति चिरेण तावकम् भवप्रभप्ररमं वदनभुजम्. So here the purport is the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna cannot be seen by your present conditional vision. In order to see him, one has to change his present vision by developing different conditions of life full of spontaneous love of Lord Sri Krishna or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When Sri Krishna was personally present on the face of the globe, not everyone could see him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Materialists like Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, Kansa, Jarasana, and Sisupala were highly qualified personality by acquisition of material assets, but they were unable to appreciate the presence of the Lord. Therefore, even though the Lord may be present before your eyes, it is not possible to see him unless we have the necessary vision. This necessary qualification is developed by the process of devotional service only, beginning with the hearing and hearing about the Lord from the right sources. The Bhagavad Gita is one of the popular literature which are generally heard, chanted, repeated, etc. by the people in general. But in spite of such hearing, etc., sometimes it is experienced that the performer of such devotional service doesn't see the Lord face to face. The reason is that the first item, Sravanam, is very important. If hearing is from the right sources, it acts very quickly. Generally, people hears from the unauthorized persons. Such unauthorized person may be very learned by academic qualifications. But because they do not follow the principle of devotional service, hearing from them becomes a sheer waste of time. Sometimes the text are interpreted fashionably to suit their own purpose. Therefore, first one should select a competent and bona fide speaker and then hear from him. When the hearing process is perfect and complete, the other process become automatically perfect in their own way. There are different transcendental activities of the Lord, and each and every one of them is competent to bestow the desired results, provided the hearing process is perfect. In the Bhagavatam, the activities of the Lord begin from his dealing with the Pandavas. There are many other pastimes of the Lord in connection with his dealing with the Asuras and others. And in the true 10th canto, the subline dealing with his conjugal associates, the gopis, as well as with his married wife of the Dwareka, are mentioned. Since the Lord is absolute, there is no difference in the transcendental nature of each and every dealing of the Lord. But sometimes people in an unauthorized hearing process take more interest in hearing about his dealing with the gopis. Such such an inclination indicates the lusty feeling of the hearer. So a bona fide speaker of the dealing of the Lord never indulge in such hearings. One must hear about the Lord from the very possessive development, from the very beginning, as the Srimad Bhagavatam or other literatures or scriptures, and that will help the hearer attain perfection by progressive development. One should not therefore consider that his dealing with the Pandavas are less important than the dealing with the gopis. We must always remember that the Lord is always transcendental to the modern attachment. In all the above mentioned dealing of the Lord, he is the hero in all circumstances. And hearing about him or about his devotee or combatants is conducive to spiritual life. It is said that the Vedas and Puranas, etc., are all made to revive your lost relation with the Lord or with Him. Hearing of the all this scripture is very important or essential for return back to Godhead. So here the most important thing addressed by Queen Kunti, that if a person is hearing, always hearing the transcendental pastime of the Lord, he may get a chance to go back to Godhead, because God is known as Bhakta Vatsala. Jai Jagannath, Jai Sri Krishna.